Hi dear ones. Today I'd love to share with you a few words on clearing and from being aware of your now state of consciousness, and keep cleansing yourself, clearing, so that you can access higher states. Now it's so exciting and fun to visit other dimensions, but when we do that we must remember to be completely in our heart, to be cleansed, to be intentional, and about where we're going and who we intend to interact with. And not every star being that you come across is going to be benevolent, love and light for the collective through all time, space and realities. There will be some that are not so in favor of that, and you must be able to stand in your power to say, who are you, what do you want? And say this a few times should you come into contact with one of these beings and you're not sure who or what they are about. Because there is a law, a multiversal law, galactic law, that if there is a being and they ask who you are, and they ask you 3 times, you have to tell them the truth. You can't lie about it. So just be aware of that, be present with that when you enter your dream state, or when you enter your meditation time to access higher levels and to journey. So and be really cleansing, because everything that you do in multidimensional, interdimensional realms is going to be affected, or is going to be, you're only going to be able to handle, or not handle, that's not the right word, you're only going to be able to access the consciousness that you are currently a vibrational match to. So if you are complaining, if you're eating low quality, low vibe foods, if you're got the Wi-Fi on right next to your head, if you're toxic, if you are toxic, you are not going to be helping yourself. And this is a lot of the time where light workers fall into a little bit of spot of bother and hit a few bumps, is not doing the basics, the basic work. I mean, we all want to fly, but basic work has to always be done, and it has to be maintained, and it has to be constantly under construction, because the more you do, the more you find there is more work to do, more maintenance to do. So your diet, you may currently be on something like ready meals, or maybe you think you're on a really good diet, and this is it. It's all down to perspective, and your perspective will change the lighter you become. But I can assure you, things like mucus forming foods, your dairy, your meat and things like this, you put those into your system and they're going to create havoc with your internal antennae. It's not going to be helpful to your third eye, to your endocrine, to your antennae. It's going to create buzzing, fuzzing, and you're not going to get clarity, and it's really detrimental to human health, and not detrimental to harmonious health here on Gaia, because you are eating the flesh and the mucus of other beings. So you want to be considering these things. And when we say, like, raise your vibration, this is really important. It's really important to be aware, like, where is my telephone, like my mobile telephone? Where have I got it? Is it always plugged in? Am I always holding it? That's going to really trouble your DNA. That's really going to make holes in your aura, which will let things come into you, and you'll be less robust. And you need to be robust, and you need to be strong, and you need to hold your power, and you need to be aware of your whole your beingness, like your physicality, and then your light body, and then all of the outer areas that surround you, your fields. So your fields, you want to be aware of all of this. And so this is why I say cleansing. Just keep cleansing your system, keep cleansing everything, your thoughts, keep cleansing your thoughts. The other day I had a conversation with somebody, and it was rather judgmental. She was telling me a lot of stuff that wasn't very pleasant, and I listened. And then after she had offloaded, because I'm not really a very reactive person, I thought to myself, that should have been addressed. And then I thought to myself, now, would she have realized that in the saying of it? Would she have actually have understood or heard herself in the speaking that out? Or is she still unconscious? And then I was like, that's not my business. That is not my business. My business is how I respond to that. And what is a loving response to that? What is a loving response to that? To send love, because people like that are hurting. People like that are really hurting. And it's their defenses. It's the way their spite and their venom is a defense. It's a defense for very insecure, very emotionally ungrounded being that is still wounded and hurt from whatever has happened to them in their lifetime. So, practice love, even when somebody is doing something you're not enjoying or not liking. I've been getting some experience, some interest coming through the ether from a dear one, and I know it's unconscious, and I know it's not intentional, but it's not kind, it's not nice, and sensitives do feel it. We feel it when somebody has some sort of umbrage with us. And but then if there is some umbrage coming across through the ether, we can't just be blaming other people for all of this. We have to look within and say, is there anything within me that is attracting this? Is there anything within me that can assist in this? Is this an opportunity for me to help, to shine more light? And that's not by shining light in their eyes so that they can't see themselves, but by offering love and kindness and acceptance for the person as they are in that moment, so that they are not shamed or blamed or made to feel less than, because we're all on this journey and we've all got to go through things, and we've all been at times when we felt, helpless or sad or not sure which direction to go in. So, really love is the only thing that we can do, loving ourselves, loving others, loving our bodies, so that we can carry more light, and that we can do the inner work, do the outer work, and experience what we've come here for, because we've come here to share our gifts. We are incredible beings here right now to share our gifts, and so many people are waking up to them. Some people are waking up to them on higher levels, greatest perspectives of what those are. So don't be afraid of your power. Just remember to keep stepping into it, and keep asking yourself, what would love do? How would love respond? What would love do? How would love respond in every single way? Because there are triggers out there. There are people that are still dancing around with complaining and stuff like this, and that's just distractions. You mustn't let yourself get pulled into that stuff. Just, how would love respond? How can I be more loving in this situation? How can I assist this brother, this sister to find the love within themselves? So that's all I'm going to say today. God bless you all. Peace and love.